So Social Security is crashing. The Social Security Administration is getting inundated with additional phone calls, and now we're hearing that the White House is ordering rapid cutbacks from the SSA. Things are changing very quickly with Social Security, and you need to know what is going on. Today, I'm going to break down all the stories that have come out over the last 24 hours regarding Social Security, what the White House is saying, what the acting Social Security chief is saying, and what this means for you moving forward. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain what is going on and how you will be impacted. But before I do, all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So the last thing that anybody on Social Security wants to hear is that there's long lines when you go into the Social Security Administration office, or there are a long wait time just to get on a phone call with somebody, or you get on their website or even their app and it crashes. That is the last thing anybody needs. But we were warned of this just a couple weeks ago, where they said that Social Security was going to have problems. There were going to be breakdowns. Just look at this. This is from the Washington Post. It says long waits, waves of calls, website crashes, Social Security is breaking down. It says a flood of cuts led by Elon Musk has sent the agency into chaos as a new commissioner prepares to take charge. Keep in mind, it's the acting commissioner as of today. I want to read a little bit of this to you, but before I do, I also want to show you what the White House is also asking of the Social Security chief. Look at this. This is from the Huffington Post. It says, Social Security chief says White House ordered rapid phone service cutbacks. Here's the issue. We are seeing at this time the Social Security Administration is being asked to reduce their staff size. Okay? We don't need such a large workforce working for the Social Security Administration, especially when many of those employees are still working from home. They're saying that you need to get back into the office so we can ensure that every single American is taken care of. But you can't do that if you're working from home. There's been pushback. We knew it was coming. It's not a surprise, but this is why it's a problem. The Trump administration said very early on, even before he was inaugurated in the end of January, he said that there was going to be an executive order that demanded federal workers return to the office. But some employees, if they had a certain excuse, a reason why that was valid, they could stay at home and do remote work. Well, it's turning into a problem. Even the Department of Government Efficiency has said that that is likely where the abuse is taking place, is in the people that are working remotely. Well, I want to read this to you. It says right here, the Social Security Administration website crashed 4 times in 10 days just this month because the servers were overloaded. Many people are trying to get online. They are trying to figure out, do they have benefits? Do they need to make sure that their information is up to date? That means their banking information, their mailing address, all that stuff. Anything regarding their amount of money that they make, their living situation, any update whatsoever has to be updated. Or else you could be hit with overpayments, and then they will come after you with fines and penalties. Let's keep reading this. It says it crashed 10 times just this month, or 4 times in 10 days just this month. Says it's blocked millions of retirees and disabled Americans from logging into their online accounts. In the field, office managers have resorted to answering phones in place of receptionists because so many employees have been pushed out. Amid all this, the agency no longer has a system to monitor customer experience because that office was eliminated as part of the cost-cutting efforts led by Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency. It says the phones keep ringing and ringing. Now, I have tried to call the Social Security Administration before, but when I called, I never spoke to a person. Okay? It just didn't happen. And so I don't need anything. But I was just curious. If you call just to ask a simple question, how long does it take? I never got on the line with somebody. Okay? I probably waited. My phone probably sat there for maybe 40, 45 minutes. Never heard from a single person. That's crazy. But at the same time, according to the Department of Government Efficiency and the Trump administration, this is likely where the fraud and abuse is happening. But we can't fix it. We can't put an end to this unless we really get in there. We dive in. That's where that district judge actually said that no, the Department of Government Efficiency cannot have access to personal identifiable information from the Social Security Administration. There's been a lot of issues here. Look at this right here. It says the federal agency that delivers $1.5 trillion a year in earned benefits to 73 million retired workers, their survivors, and poor and disabled Americans is engulfed in crisis, further undermining the already struggling organization's ability to provide reliable and quick service to vulnerable customers, according to internal documents and more than 24 current and former agency employees and officials. It says Financial Services Executive Frank Bisignano is scheduled to face lawmakers Tuesday, okay, that's today, at a Senate confirmation hearing as President Donald Trump's nominee to become the permanent commissioner. For now, the agency is run by a caretaker leader in his 6th week on the job who has raced to push out more than 12% of the staff of 57,000. Now, he said that the agency's phone service, in his word, sucks, and acknowledged that U.S. DOGE service is really in charge, pushing a single-minded mission to find benefits fraud despite vast evidence that the problem is overstated. Okay, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The Social Security Administration, they oversee, again, 1.5, I think it's like $1.6 trillion in benefits per year that go out to 73 million Americans. This is a massive program that, yes, it has been agreed that there has been fraud. I believe in like 7 years between 2015 to 2022, it was like anywhere between 50 and 100 billion dollars in fraud. Okay, I think it was like $71 billion in fraud in 7 years. So about $10 billion in fraud every single year. What we are now hearing is that this number could be substantially less than what it actually was. But that's been what has been reported. With that said, the Department of Government Efficiency is trying to figure out a way to make the Social Security Administration more efficient. So we do not need 57,000 workers in order to make it run. Again, some say that's way too many. Others say, no, that's not enough. But according to multiple sources, Elon Musk is trying to eliminate some of the staff, save money, so that we can take that money and invest it into AI. And if we can do that, then, and again, I've said this before, Social Security Administration is going to feel the pain for several months. Some expect it's going to go and pretty much drag on to 2026, and it could. So it's going to be painful for the next 6 to 12 months, but after that, then it will become more efficient. But again, there will be pain along the way. Here's the other problem, okay? This right here, the fact that the White House has ordered a rapid phone service cutback. Millions of people, I know several people personally that are not, 65 years of age or older, okay, that are actually in their 40s and 50s. They don't understand how to use apps. Some don't even know how to go and download an app on their phone. So for them to use the Social Security, their app, it doesn't make sense, right? They couldn't do it. So to go and use their online portal, again, many people can't do it. They can't even turn on the computer. They don't know how to go to a website. They don't know really what button on the mouse to click. Okay, so a lot of issues there. So the fact that they're going to do cutbacks to the phone service, it's going to be a little bit of an issue. I want to read some of this to you. It says right here, he said, the reason that we're on this timeline is because we received a request from the White House. The leadership above me believes that we should do a rapid rollout. That's according to multiple sources. It says, DOGE last week announced that for any transaction requiring Social Security claimants to verify their identities starting on March 31st, they will no longer be able to do so over the phone. Instead, claimants who can't use the agency's website will have to verify their identity in person by visiting a field office. But keep in mind, at this time, several field offices are being shut down because they are underutilized. So in order to become more efficient, we are shutting down those field offices. We are going to, again, get rid of those offices, move those people to different offices if they want to, or they will ultimately be let go. Again, problems. I want to read this to you. According to the White House press secretary, she says any American receiving Social Security benefits will continue to receive them. The problem is not the people receiving the benefits. Again, there's some issues there, especially if you are having some difficulty accessing your benefits, updating your information, stuff like that. You're going to have some issues here. But for new claimants, and again, for baby boomers, there's, I believe, over 11,000 baby boomers that are claiming Social Security every single day. That's a massive number. So we are having more people coming in claiming benefits. The 73 million, that's expected to rise. We're going to be at 74 million. Okay? 74 million Americans are going to be receiving Social Security benefits. At the same time, we're seeing less field offices, less customer support, less agents. Okay? And at the same time, we're seeing so many people accessing the website, it's crashing. Those are major, major concerns. So that's what we know as of today. Again, as we get more information on this, as we get an actual Social Security chief, not just an acting commissioner, hopefully we get some better answers. We get more of a clear picture as to how things are going to look in the future. But again, as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.